Hello, everyone. We are here today at Talladega for the first race in the chase. I'm here with Wolfgang Hoppen to present you 55 laps at the 2.66 mile racetrack. Right now, we're in qualifying. Two minutes and 20 seconds left. We're watching the 76 of Joseph Maggin complete his lap right now. On top of the board is the 34 Brendan Timon. So we'll see if anyone else can beat that lap time of a 52.1.
Madigan does improve his time, goes to second on a 51.981, only a little bit behind Hayden Lowell, who now jumps to the top.
As these guys are saying in their second lap times, which are obviously going to be faster than the first, see a lot of a shakeup in the order right now. Luke Lafaro on the racetrack. Who else is saying in their second lap time? I think Vincent Gucci. A lot of other people do. Keplinger up to second now. Here, Kenny fourth. Heater, I believe, is saying his second lap possibly. 100% sure.
Luke Lafaro goes to the top. Vincent Gucci now second.
Yeah, so Luke Lafaro, that's gonna help him in the point standings in the chase, as you get one point per the pole position if you can hold on for these next 1 minute. So
yeah, Luke Lafaro's had a solid season so far. Let's see what he can do today. He currently sits fourth in the points, tied with Hayden Lowell. He has 4 top 5s and 6 top 10s out of the start or the races so far. So that's not bad stats for him.
Yeah, top 10 every single race, which is pretty good for him. I think about only 2 drivers have that accomplishment: Aaron Brown and Luke Lafaro, 6 top 10s. That's not including the drop week. I think they both finished outside the top 10 in that race, so expect them. But right now, I don't think anyone else is on the racetrack. Actually, Brock Packard.
His lap time
I think
currently 15th place.
Yeah, right now he's on the racetrack. 14 seconds left. I don't think he'll be able to get back around in time. So Luke Lafaro going to be staying on pole position and gets that good bonus point. Now he's about head of everyone he was tied with. So now he goes up to fourth place in the points. Already starting his race, but at 1 point, not really that big of a factor. In grand, I mean, it could be on actually, but how that plays out.
Yep, so currently leading the points right now is Aaron Brown. He has 7 bonus points, top 5, top 10 every single race this season with a win. Keeps him at the top of the standings. Both Eric second and third. Eric Heater second. Eric Keplinger third. Tied on points currently. Eric Heater has the same amount of top 10s, but 1 less top 5 than Eric Keplinger. However, the same amount of bonus points keep them level on points going into this chase.
Yeah, Aaron with only about a 1 position lead if they finish in the top 5. A little bit different, kind of odd. Basically, the top 5, if you finish top 5 in the regular race, starts out with 50, then goes down to 47, and 3 down until you get the 6th place, and then goes 2 down, and then therefore then kind of different. Top 5 is a little bit more important than say 6th place, so a little separated by 3 points. Well, like a 3-point gap for every point. If you
makes it a little easier for my OCD brain.
Yeah. Right now we're gridding. Don't know how much time's left on the grid, but take a quick look at our playoffs. That right now, our playoff standings, which is on the bottom left right now, right next to the pace car. Aaron Brown, obviously, we kind of told you a little bit about the points. He's 3 points ahead of Eric Heater after winning the regular season championship and winning. So he's gonna have a kind of about 1 position gap. So a little bit of a headway for him this season into the chase.
He is electing to start at the back of the field anyways, so he's playing the long game here. You may sit back, wait for him to wreck potentially, which I believe is going to happen at least once. It's Talladega, and especially with this package where track position is so important, people are going to do everything they can to get in these sort of positions. Also, Yeah, side draft. Side draft is huge. So we could end up having some huge wrecks for people getting turned right at the front of the field.
Yeah, with this kind of new iRace, I mean, it's about 3 weeks old, 4 weeks old iRacing update. The plate racing's a lot different than we saw earlier in the year at Daytona, where we saw Aaron Brown take the win. So it'll be a lot different than what we saw at Daytona. I don't know if we'd be more wrecks, less wrecks, because of it'd be harder to pass, harder to get side by side with each other. But it'll be interesting. Take a quick look at our grid for today's race. Right there. Yep, and Luke Lafaro on pole position, like we said. They get that extra bonus point for him. Vincent Gucci in second. Hayden Lowell in third. Eric Keplinger fifth. Joseph Madigan, no, Eric Keplinger fourth. Excuse me. Joseph Madigan fifth. Peter Kinney sixth. Luke Peters seventh. Michael Rosero eighth. Benjamin White ninth, and Ken Timon calling out your top 10.
Yeah, so then in 11th place, you have Bruce Rivers and then Eric Heater alongside him, I believe. That 28 machine, looking for a championship here. Then Zachary Thornton, your reigning race winner, in 13th. Then Kenyon Washington, I believe, a real go-kart racer who has raced in Europe, in 14th. And then Brock Packard, 15th, and the final classified car in terms of lap time. Then in 16th, you have Malachi Drake. 17th is Aaron Brown, intentionally hanging back, and then Benjamin Fanning at the back of the field.
I think we have 18 cars. For some reason, for me, it only shows if you do a lap time, but the Ford Mustang pace car pulls off, and we're about to go green with this field. 8 chase drivers all showing up for tonight's race. 55 laps, stage on lap. I don't even math, like 28, I think. So
yeah, I believe 28.
Yeah, 28. So
we're about to go green here as they come through the trial.
Oh, yep, there it is, green flag. And Luke Lafaro going to lead us to the green. As the finish line, it's a little bit different than normal racetracks. Very close to turn number 1, but kind of it makes it a little different here at Talladega compared to the other Super Speedway at Daytona. So Luke Lafaro already getting a good jump on the rest of the field.
Yep, inside lane, almost always better in that first corner of restarts, just shorter distance, and there's not enough momentum to really have the outside have much of a run. Now, I believe Vincent Gucci is being pushed by Eric Keplinger in that 60 machine, also a driver looking for the championship. Joseph Madigan now up to third, and in second position is Hayden Lowell in that Chase Elliott-inspired machine, right behind Luke Lafaro, however. Joseph Madigan looking high on Hayden Lowell. It has a little bit of momentum. Now the 50 car of Vincent Gucci, I believe, is going to try and push it. No, not the 50 car. No, I'm not sure who that is.
I think that's Luke Peters. Yeah, it's Luke Peters in the 50.
Yeah, it's Luke Peters. Joseph Madigan now all on his own on the high side. He's going to drop. He may drop back here from Luke Lafaro in the lead. However, Joseph's going to have that high side momentum as it's all very clustered together behind.
Here comes Benjamin White with a pretty good run. He's going to give it to the back bumper of the 676. Get a little squirrely up front, but he holds on. But can he make the move as Benjamin White takes it 3 wide for second? That's going to throw out their momentum, but here comes Bruce Rivers trying to give his teammate a shove. Not going to be able to do anything. That middle lane is dropping back. Bruce Rivers gets tagged into the wall.
Into the wall goes Joseph Madigan, I believe.
They keep it going, bro. Bruce Rivers, very pitting, I think, actually. No, he stops on the racetrack.
That was Tristan Rivers instead of Joseph Madigan. My bad. But they keep it green.
They only hit the wall and kept going, so I think Peter Kinney may have had contact there. Take a quick look at the replay. Oh, very hard hit for Benjamin White, but they keep it green as a few drivers down pit lane. So
field's been kind of broken up. Oh, big crash! The 8 car into the wall. The 9 car of Vincent Gucci hit the wall. I don't know what happened to him. Thankfully, the rest of the field avoids him. But it was a hard hit for the 9 machine of Vincent Gucci. He was turned off the front bumper of Eric Keplinger. It all got a bit stacked up there, and Eric Keplinger just just clipped him a little bit in the wrong area and then just sent him up into the wall, he's going to have a ton of damage. His engine is smoking,
Yeah,
limping down the front stretch.
Keplinger was giving a huge shove, and I don't think Keplinger knew he was already on the back bumper of. I don't know who was in front of him, but he was already on the back bumper of, I believe, Hayden Lowell. Um, yeah, it was, and Keplinger was giving a really good run, and then Keplinger didn't have enough time to lift or didn't realize, and he just hooks the 9 right into the outside wall. I don't know if anyone else got too bad of damage, but Vincent Gucci already got the use of Smash Spare for tonight on lap number 4. So we've seen 2 separate incidents of just people kind of being to the back end of each other and just hooking them around. Benjamin White and Tristan Rivers being the other instance. Well, Vincent Gucci hard into the outside wall, but we're gonna take a quick break and we'll be right back before the green flag. Hello, everyone. We are back here at Talladega as we're about to go green on lap number 7 of 55. As Hayden will go lead us down to the field, and green flag is out, and we are back racing here at Talladega.
Kenyon Washington up to second and Brock Packer up to third as they did not pit. Hayden Lowell still leading him into turn 1 now in that Chase Elliott inspired machine. One car pulling out of line there in the background. That is the 99 machine of Peter Kenny, but he's dropping back quick. I don't think that outside lane is really going to work for him. But we have some more people trying the high side at the front of that train. It's Eric Keplinger. Then now Kenyon Washington and Brock Packard move high. So does Hayden Lowell to try and block. As we head into turn 3. Going to the inside, it's Kenyon Washington in that white and blue machine. Now on the high side behind, trying the third lane. I don't know if that's how well that's going to work. Let's say about everyone there is Eric Keplinger, and now I believe that is Peter Kenny at the front of that train.
Yeah, they're trying to make a train on the top side. I don't know if this new iRacing kind of drafting package is better on the top or not, but we'll see how it works out. As Peter Kenny making a move for that second place position on the outside, that one machine, but he's getting. I mean, that pack on the top side is looking pretty good. They're all, I think, all in the same voice chat, so they're kind of just seeing how it's working. It's working pretty good.
Comes up to block.
Keplinger goes low.
Oh, Keplinger goes low. He's pushed below the yellow line.
Yeah, he is pushed, so that is legal. So as he takes the race lead, and Hayden Lowell dropping back big, I think, to the one machine who blinked out for a second.
That was a huge block by Hayden Lowell there.
But they're going 3 wide for fourth. Now, third.
All the way up to the top, trying to be the king of the high side.
Yeah. It's kind of how we see the racing in real life. A lot more, I guess, it's not as easy to get it run like it is in like how it was in the old package on iRacing. But it's just pretty interesting to see how these drivers are kind of racing it differently. And the top side seems a pretty good, pretty dominant right now. And the inside, not so good. But we'll see how this plays out.
The lead at that bottom in the 23 machine, still running like 4th or 5th on track. So top side definitely working, definitely has the advantage. And I think Michael Rosero is trying to merge up and get to that high side. This, unfortunately, very quickly could become a single file train. We have Aaron Brown in that 18 machine trying the bottom, but he's not going to have any help, and I don't think he's going to be able to get anywhere.
Yeah, this top side's being really good, and I'm just surprised. Like, I have not seen this ever in iRacing. The top side, as there's contact 4 wide in the back. I think Aaron Brown's just trying to chill out and go to the back as he's pulling below the yellow line.
It's 3 wide. 3 wide with Benjamin. They're not 3 wide anymore, but it's Benjamin White and Peter Kenny. Big dive to the inside from Brock Packard. I thought he was about to wreck there. Still 2 wide off the corner.
Wow.
For that.
I can't believe they pulled the train off, to be honest, on the top side. This is just like the Daytona 500 in real life. All single file throughout the whole field. Did not see this coming.
This is unbelievable. I don't think I did not think I would see the day that this is on iRacing.
Yeah.
This is not at all how I predicted this race was going to go. I think that's the same for you, Talon.
I'm just in awe. Like, as Luke Peters, I just never seen this before. Everyone is on the top. As he goes to the bottom.
You have one person go to the bottom, they're going to go to the back. That's Eric Peter and that 28 machine. They're going to the back.
I don't even know. I don't know why. I don't even know why it's funny, but I just.
It feels like a Moonhead broadcast.
Yeah, it's just the little push from the bottom. People going to the bottom is Benjamin. Is that Benjamin? No, that's Peter. No, that's Benjamin White. Benjamin Fanning?
Yeah, it's Benjamin Fanning.
Oh, yeah. Benjamin Fanning. A lot of Benjamins in this race.
Yeah,
Benjamin Fanning, Benjamin White. Or I guess there's only 2 of them, but I don't know.
Tristan Rivers and Joseph Madigan working together as teammates on the inside line, trying to make something happen. Let's try and get out of this train, because this is going to be an awful boring race if it's just one single file train.
Yeah, I think these guys just saw how aggressive they were early on. Just how in the real life race we saw a huge wreck on lap 15. And everyone just took it easy through the rest of the race. I think that's how these guys will play it out, especially with pit stops and it being the chase race. I think just take it easy and just ride. I think that's what these guys are thinking. But here comes a run. As
Certainly
someone went to
Luke
the
Alfaro
inside.
and Hayden Lowell don't have that idea.
As Keplinger goes on the block for a second, but goes back up to the top. Here comes Heater trying to make a move on Brock Packers. Oh, they're squiggling on the top side. Michael Rosero has a huge run for the outside yet again. And Michael's going to get to the outside. Michael's going to get put 4 wide for fourth place position. Oh, my goodness. And now they're starting the race on lap 12 all of a sudden. Now they're 3x3 behind this top 3 drivers.
Yeah, but I believe that's for the 6th, 5th position.
Big Brock Packard. Oh, my goodness.
Trying to get that lane momentum, but I think he may have just stalled that lane out with that block. Trying to get to the bottom because they're gaining right now 3 wide behind. Possibly 3 lanes forming as I hear contact behind. I don't believe anybody wrecked.
Zachary Thorne. I thought he did clip the yellow line as Brock Packard also clips the yellow line. This is some crazy racing we've seen. I don't know. I don't really know what to expect. There's Heater making it 3 wide contact with Luke Peters as Peters is going to drop back through the middle.
There was a bit of an uneven push from Luke Peters to Eric Keplinger, and here comes Brock Packard, takes the lead.
Side draft from Keplinger. As he gets him.
Proving that side draft is everything.
Yeah, this has been one crazy race so far. As I just did not see that coming.
Races I've ever seen.
Yeah, just one of the craziest races. Like, it's not even that. I don't know. It's just interesting as Heater in the outside now. As I think he got shoved out by Brock Packard, but Brock, I think, falling all the way back as Heater now chooses the inside. Here comes Benjamin Fanning. They'll try to make a move on Keplinger, but that's going to stall out Keplinger, and Heater takes the race lead.
Eric Heater takes the race lead. Zachary Thornton in that inside lane fighting. Brock Packard now dropping back in the pack. Nope, he gets to the bottom, and the middle lane is fading fast.
Yeah, last week's winner.
Don't know who that is.
Zachary Thorne trying to make it work on the bottom lane against Eric Heater, one of the most dominant cars or drivers in LRL history, as Heater and Keplinger. Those two working together on the top. We've seen that many times before. As who's behind them? The 6 of Hayden Lowell. I'm in Blump camp. Kind of hard to see, but
yeah, Benjamin White giving a good push to Zachary Thornton, actually not losing too much time compared to the top on the straightaways. Benjamin White doing a very good job of pushing Zach there, and then Michael Rosero, that 3rd car in the bottom. Contact for Vincent Gucci again, hits the wall on the top side. I don't know what happened. More contact on the top side. I believe that's Hayden Lowell and Eric Keplinger now dropping back. Yeah, there's contact between them. I don't know what happened there.
I think Hayden might have got a shove from the guy behind him, and they in the middle of the corner, and I kind of just like got him a bit loose and got him into Keplinger. Not still Keplinger up in the wall. Yeah, Zachary Thornton blinks out actually. So hopefully, as he blinks back right in the middle of the field, 3 wide for him. So that's not a lucky blink there. I mean, it's Brock Hayden. Into Joseph Madigan. Madigan around.
How did? Oh my goodness!
And no caution. Did he keep that off the wall?
I believe so. Horrible for Joseph Madigan. Wrong place, wrong time.
No, actually, never mind. He absolutely smashed it. I don't know. It looked like he kept it off the wall, possibly.
Yeah, same.
But I think Brock and Hayden just kind of made contact there. I'm not 100% sure what happened, but
yeah, I believe Hayden was trying to push Brock, and he just got into him uneven, and he actually got into his corner panel. Almost looked like he was going to turn Brock, but he ended up ping-ponging off of him into Joseph Madigan, and that's horrible luck for Joseph, as he now is way behind everybody else in the back of the field, and with damage, which he's going to have to fix. He's only in turn 4.
I think what happened was Hayden was just trying to push Brock, and Brock was following Heater, and then it kind of mixed together, and Hayden Lowell wasn't expecting Brock to move down.
Car on the wall. Someone hit the wall there. It was a white car. I don't know who that is. That was Kenyon Washington in that number 1 machine. I don't know what happened on the backstretch. Contact! And 2 around Benjamin White, big wreck!
And that's the big one in the middle of the field. His car is having to avoid in the grass. That's a multi-car wreck. Benjamin Fanning involved. A lot of chase continues in the middle of that one. I think Michael Rosero was involved also. Doesn't look like he has terrible damage, but it looks like Aaron Brown's strategy working out pretty well, just staying in the back. And yeah, Michael Rosero was killed in the back end, and that was a multi-car wreck. I don't know if you want to call it the big one yet, but that's the biggest wreck we've seen so far.
I believe he was so it was Benjamin White in the lead of the race, side by side with Peter Kenny, I believe, and then Michael Rosero behind him was trying to give Benjamin White a push, but just got into him uneven and hooked him around right in front of the field, and then that stacked everyone up, and then they death ensued basically.
Yeah, a lot of cars involved there. I think that's a total of 5, if I counted right. So let's take a better look at this one. So it looks like, I think Peter Kenny was trying to side drive Benjamin White, and I think Benjamin White may have got a little bit neck code into Peter Kenny. Yeah, that's what happened.
It was a
So
mix
yeah,
of the bad push and then the net code, I think.
yeah, Michael was gonna be square with Benjamin, but then that neck code happened, and Michael was with going 200 miles per hour. You just can't. And also, I think Benjamin with the neck code kind of had him check up, and that just really unfortunate for Benjamin as he was having a really good night. I think he already used his faster press possibly, but it's gonna help Joseph Madigan, who got involved in the incident there. But everyone now pit lane except Brock Packard. We'll see how this plays out.
And Benjamin Fanning with a smoking engine, he's going to have to get that repaired. Fast repair for sure, because that's not getting fixed anytime soon.
Yeah, a lot of cars with damage, and Vincent Gucci has some damage. I not gonna take his fast repair. It looks like Luke Peters off of pit lane first. Um,
So he'll
Brock
do a second
Packard
on track.
obviously didn't pit there. Peter is out first with a 7.27 pit stop there. Zachary Thorne second, or yeah, second off, third in total, 7.48. So Luca Faro, according to this, he did not actually pit. He never stopped in his box. So I don't know if he just rolled out pit
Huh.
lane to go an extra one to pit with the 1 to green, possibly, or what happened there. But
Weird.
Malachi Joke with a 16.07 pit stop. I think he might be taking some damage. Keplinger taking some damage, 50 plus second pit stop. Peter Kenny in there for about 38 seconds, and Heater in there for 17. Seeing what else, Benjamin Fanning within for a minute. So still people on pit lane: Gucci, Washington, Rosero, Timon, Benjamin White, and Madigan. So few of those drivers off of pit lane. Fanning off with his faster pair, I believe. I would think he would take a faster pair right there. So that's going to be basically everyone off of pit lane except a few. So go back to our leader, Brock Packard, who decided to stay out. We're see if we can pull someone into the booth here. Pull an Aaron Brown and see how his strategy is working out for him so far as the points leader. Also going into this race. Hello, Aaron. Hello, Aaron. You got a copy of this booth.
Yes, I do.
So right now, your strategy so far is just kind of staying in the back. It's been working out pretty well. You've avoided all the wrecks so far. How long are you gonna keep doing this strategy, or you just kind of just gonna go up there when you feel comfortable, or a certain lap that you're aiming for, or
I feel like I'm just gonna stay in the back as long as I can. But my goal is definitely go for those stage points, because the stage points are gonna probably make and break this championship. If I don't get any and they do, then I'm gonna probably lose a lot of points. And if I do and they don't, then I'm gonna get a lot of points there. So these stage points are gonna be pretty big to get. So and also gonna get that good finish. So probably go up there for some stage points later on in a few here in like 3-4 laps. And hopefully pick up some stage points.
yeah. And good luck in the rest of your race, and hopefully you can make it out safely from Talladega.
Thank you.
So I was Aaron Brown in the 18. As we'll take a quick break. I think we're about to go green this lap. But
Yes,
take a
I
quick
believe
break
so.
and we'll be right back. Okay, the flag. Hello, everyone. We are back here at Talladega. We're already green flag racing, and the stage going to be end on the lap of the end of lap 28. So these drivers got the race for a lot here, as these guys are. A lot of these guys didn't elect to take their fast repair, which is pretty smart because you have a guaranteed caution already. So I mean, you don't really have to waste your fast repair right now, and maybe even get more junked, but. See how these drivers take care of their cars, and we spoke to Aaron Brown during the caution, and he said he's going to be going in these final few laps for the stage. He's pushing Eric Keplinger, who has a little bit of damage, who also didn't take his fast repair, but right now we saw during the caution they were kind of talking to chat about trying to just use the top lane and just chill for the first few laps of this green flag run, and it looks like that's what they're doing. Brock Packard on the inside and Hayden Lowell also on the inside, but they're not together right now, so it kind of just separated. The inside is falling back, so the top side really looking good so far, and I think that's what their plan is. A lot of these guys up front, I think, out of this 8-car pack, as Brock Packard has a slide job Malachi Drake, and Malachi goes to the bottom. I think everyone in the top 6 except Luke Peters and Zachary Thorne are playoff drivers. So these guys are going to be fighting for that top 5 positions, anything they got for these final few laps. So it works out.
Zachary Thornton's still second. Eric Heater now leading as he took from the lead from Brock Packard on, I believe, on lap 1 of the restart. And Brock now falling back. I believe he went low, and then that's just not worked for him, and he's dropped back too. Oh, he hit the wall. Very strange moment for Brock Packard, but no, that wasn't him. I don't know. I'm being stupid. So he's dropped down to 7th place at the end of this lap, so it hasn't worked out well for him. But still single file. Only a few laps to the end of the stage. I bet you they're going to go for it at latest on the white flag.
We saw this at the Daytona 500. They only went for the white flag as Brock Packard to the inside. He has nothing to lose. He's on the chase trying to do something on the inside, but I just don't see it being work well. So...
No, I just can't. Oh, into the wall. Hayden Lowell trying to push Peter Kenny or Malachi Drake, and he hit the wall to try and do it. Now his mate lose the place to Brock Packard. No, he doesn't.
There's a car blinking up there. I saw maybe Zachary Thorne in second. I think he might have blinked for a few seconds there, but these closing laps, we all saw in the Daytona 500 they all push on the white flag, and the white flag just isn't enough time to do anything. So I think hopefully these drivers, I think most if not all of them watch the Daytona 500. So they probably know in the back of their head the white flag isn't enough time unless you're in second or third to do anything. And these guys are really separate. So I think they'll definitely need some teamwork, and I think all these guys are actually kind of in the same voice chat right now, so they kind of know each other's strategy possibly, and I don't know. It will be interesting to see how this plays out these final few laps.
Yes. Eric, what's interesting about this situation is, Aaron Brown! Got tagged by Hayden Lowell, and Aaron Brown spinning around into the wall, and that's going to be no stage points for Aaron Brown.
Wow. I didn't see what happened there, but kind of in a different camera angle, didn't get to see it, but looks like Hayden Lowell was just trying to get to this outside. I mean, there was a gap, and then I just don't think Aaron knew he was there. He was trying to push Keplinger, and I think he was just tunnel vision on Keplinger's bumper. He just didn't realize Hayden was on the outside of him.
Yeah. Racing incident. Yeah, that's big for the championship, as Aaron will not be scoring any stage points, whereas Eric Heater and Eric Keplinger, his 2 major championship rivals, will all be scoring stage.
Well, I mean, with it being short pace laps, these guys will have to stay out, I believe, to get those stage points, because we're on lap 26, and it's going to be coming to the green. So these guys will have to stay out to get the stage points. So I either stay out and have a little bit less fuel at the end of the race, or take the stage points. And I think if you're in a chase right now, you take those stage points, especially if you're Eric Heater, who has whose closest stage rival or chase rival is Eric Keplinger. So yeah, he would have a 3-point gap as Rivers links into the lead. I'm not even sure what happened. But Yeah. It'll be interesting to see how these guys have the strategy out. I think this is our fourth caution? No, third caution, actually. Only 5 caution laps here and 7 total lead changes. So, I mean, we've seen a lot of interesting racing so far and a lot of people having to use their fast spur early on. So, we'll see how this race plays out. Michael Rosero hasn't used his fast spur yet, but I think he might, as a lot of these damaged cars in the back. From the time in, Hidden Low. Did he tow? What happened to Hayden Lowell, actually? No, he went down pit lane.
Aaron's going to have to hope that he gets a really good finish at the end of this race because he will not score any stage points. Also, this could be very interesting for strategy because the caution came out at just the right time to make it so these guys, if they want stage points, they're going to have to stay out, which could have them falter late in the race where they have to pit maybe. There's probably going to be another caution though. So we'll see. We'll see what happens, but it's going to be interesting for sure.
Yeah, and 4 of them stay out. I'm kind of surprised Zachary Thorne decides also to stay out.
Yeah,
like,
he's not really in contention.
Yeah, I feel like if you're not in the chase, you just want to pit. Same with Luke Peters. I mean, I know stage points is important to these guys, but they're really they're fighting for a low spot in the championship. Not.
I mean, Zachary Thornton, I could understand Peters because he is the highest of the group who isn't in the chase, but Zach has 2 less starts. So that even with a drop, you can't make that up. So if I was Zach, I would have pitted there.
Yeah, and everyone else does pit.
Stupid, so.
I guess he just kind of wants to follow these chase drivers and hope for the best, possibly. And these guys do get a lot of tire sets for being Talladega. I think they get 3 extra tire sets, but it doesn't really matter because it's Talladega. So we're going to take a quick break, and I think actually Hayden Lowell, for me, he's not in the session right now. So that's one of our chase drivers out of the race. So I don't know if that's just a glitch for me, but
I believe he has either disconnected. I believe he has throughput. No, he manually disconnected.
So that's very interesting, as one of our chase drivers already out of the race, and that's gonna hinder him a lot, as he's gonna be in 18th unless he rejoins. He can probably pick off a few positions if he does rejoin, but that will really hurt him in the championship. Going into the next 2 weeks, he'll have to make up a lot of points as Aaron does take his fast repair. He's actually, I believe, Aaron Brown is in 7th place right now, so not enough to score stage points, but I don't know. We'll see how this plays out, as I think we're getting to 1 to green here. So
if Aaron can win the race, and maybe that will compensate a little bit. That will help a little bit with the not scoring stage points. So maybe he'll make up a little bit of ground there.
He might be able to take fuel, and these guys won't, and they goes green the rest of the way, and he gets a real good finish compared to them, because stage points is only 5 points, which may seem like a lot, but in reality, that's only 2 positions. So yeah, we'll see how it plays out, as we're going to take a quick break, as we're about to go green this lap. So we'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back. Hello, welcome back here at Talladega. We're about to go green flag racing on lap number 30 as the stage entered that caution. So we'll be going green here soon as
Green flag is out.
Field. Yep, green flag is out. Peter with a good jump.
Good spread out in front, but Zach is the only person on the high side for a while. Yeah, he's going to get hung out to dry, I think, unless he merges down. Right. Oh, that was a risky merge. That was a really risky merge, but he pulled it off. Nobody wrecked. Unbelievable. Now pushing Eric Keplinger.
Peter Kenny with a big run. As Keegan goes high to the fence. Keplinger with a run. Here comes Zachary Thorne. Aaron Brown may get through by the top, up to 4th. If I was him, I would just be stay on the zone. That was close with Zachary Thorne. I don't know if Aaron Brown wants to make these risky moves. Already having to use his fast repair as we're coming off of turn 4. Looks at the top side. Once again, we've seen it early on in the race. It's the dominant side so far. And I mean, with 25 laps to go, if I was these guys, I would just chill. No reason to race at all. No reason at all.
Yep.
Might not be the most exciting, but yeah.
Brendan Timon back up to 5th after wrecking early on. His LRL win came at a super speedway type race. It was Daytona Prototypes at Michigan, so let's see if he can repeat that here. He's usually very up front in these types of races. Like, he's almost always running up front. Just bad luck usually hits him. And so let's see what he can do here. Well, this is looking like the Daytona 500.
Yeah, right now, Eric Keeter has 11 laps left. I think he has the most this race. So if he does this, I think and if he just keeps staying out front, he's gonna have more and more, obviously, until he has to pit. So if he keeps leading his laps, that's gonna be an extra bonus point for Peter, and he's gonna have the championship lead by, if I'm correct, Keplinger got 3rd in that stage, I believe. Yeah, Keplinger got 3rd in that stage, so he's 2 points behind, so it'll be 5, and then Peter would have the championship lead by, I believe, 6 points, maybe? Well, I mean, him and Keplinger are tied, so I don't know. Right now, I think it would be 6 points because of the gap, so I don't know. But obviously, we saw a lot race. We still have a pit stop left, most likely, and a lot of racing left, so anything can happen in these final 20-plus laps.
Yep. The field's been sort of split into 2 groups as now we see Peter Kenny trying to make a double file. Brendan Timon goes with him, so let's see if anybody else goes. Nope. Brendan faked. He stays high. No, he doesn't. Okay, I don't know what he's doing, but he's trying to fake Peter Kenny out. Now
I think he might be trying to get that clean air. It might be a little bit overheating issue, possibly.
Oh, true.
Because with this train, especially on the high side, you can't really peek out. You can only peek inside, which I think, honestly, that's why there's a lot of wrecks. Or why I think we have a lap car actually ahead.
Yeah, we have a lap car ahead. I'm not sure who that is. Well, let's have a look here.
That
is Vincent Gucci. He is a good 20 miles per hour slower than these guys, so they're gonna have to be really careful with him.
The bottom's coming. Luke Peters, I think, leading that bottom charge, and here comes everyone else: Benjamin Fanny, Joseph Madigan, and now the racing starts here on the bottom as Peter Kenny goes side draft Aaron Brown.
Peter Kenny needs to merge down low so he can go with that bottom train. Thankfully, he merges down in time for him, and well, he merges back up. Oh, there was contact with Brock Packard. I think he merged back up into him, or Brock got spooked by him.
That was strange. From my camera angle, it looked like Peter actually got loose, possibly trying to. I know these cars can get loose, especially at these top speeds if you move the wheel a lot. So I think he was really trying to get up to the top, and he kind of overdid it and tried to turn all the way, turn as hard as he can left. I kind of got him a bit loose, and Brock had to avoid him into the wall. We've seen a lot of people get into the outside walls. Vincent Gucci, kind of lucky here that the whole pack's on the outside. He doesn't have to do anything really except stay on the bottom. So
yeah, bad luck for Vincent. He had to use his fast repair early. None of the incidents he was involved in were necessarily his fault. Like, they were all just racing incidents, so just bad luck for him. And he has a chase contender. That's going to be bad for his chase. If he just had that fast repair, he wouldn't be trundling around where he is, running 160 with an 0 front end.
Yeah, I mean, it's still Talladega, so he probably could patch that up. We could see a few cautions here. He could probably get a few damage. few minutes of damage fix. I don't know, probably a few minutes if he has on front end. So this, oh, it's through contact. I don't know. I heard a lot of noise there. I don't know. My camera angle kind of sucks right now, but
yeah.
I just
I didn't hear
heard car
anything.
noises.
So it's like,
So,
what?
Yeah, and I think that might have been Peter Kenny. I don't know. He moved down to the inside as I think he might have maybe hit the wall and bounced off. As Benjamin Fanning up in
I'm
front. We
trying to
haven't
look
really
to the inside.
haven't talked about him a lot up front all day, really. He's from what I've raced with him before and seen him. He's a pretty aggressive plate racer. He hasn't really been able to show his aggressiveness out in front. I think he's been involved in a few wrecks already, but he's stuck on the inside. As he's trying to.
Oh, tried to merge up, but
Yeah.
Peter Kenny was there. He was not clear. But Kenny let him in. He had to lift, or else there may have been a wreck there. So it's once again those re-entries to try not to lose lots of positions.
Joseph
Madigan
Madigan
around.
He doesn't hit anything. Everything's okay for him. He just,
Off the front bumper of
yeah.
Luke Peters.
The only problem is he spun out, but everything else is okay. So
Thankfully, which is more than a lot of other people can say.
yeah, I mean that could have been bad if he just. I think Peters was trying to just bump draft or something. I don't know.
Yeah, Peters was trying to bump draft, and he just got into his quarter panel. It's really sensitive to that. With this new package,
Yeah.
I know it's always been sensitive, but with this package, it's just really sensitive to when you hit someone wrong, and then it's just you could just turn them around so easily. But yeah, that was if I had to put any sort of blame, that would be on Luke Peters there. It just he just didn't hit him even. But it's just racing. It happens at times. So unfortunate for Joseph Madigan. That's not the only time he's been sent spinning tonight.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky that had no damage, unless he hit like the apron kind of got him damaged. But I don't think it did. So
just when you thought the race was going to be boring.
Yeah, it was looking pretty calm, and then all of a sudden, around goes the driver in the middle of the pack, and nothing. He hits nothing. So I thought he was about to collect about half the field right there. But we'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back before the green flag. Welcome back here at Talladega's pace car. Inside the yellow lines. About to go green this time by. They're all 15 cars remaining on the racetrack. About to take the green through the tri-oval. Did the guy go restart zone?
Green.
Green flag in the air.
Yep, green flag, and Peter with a good push for Luke Lafaro. No,
Luke Peters.
my bad. Good push for him on the inside. Rock Packer might come down. No, he stays to the top of Peter Kinney. We've seen this top side work pretty well, but not really on the first lap. It only takes about 2 laps for it to really form on the top. So as everyone goes to the top.
Peter, and then Brendan Timon into 3rd place, going to the top.
Aaron and Benjamin Fanny almost made contact. Aaron was not clear as a 3 by 3 in the middle of the field.
Insane racing.
Now, with 15 laps to go, these drivers are going to probably race a little bit harder than they did the first 40 laps. So,
yep,
4 wide in the back for a second.
You have 4 wide, like 3 wide at the moment. I believe. I don't know who that is. That's what I've been saying all broadcast.
Michael Rosero with no back end actually up here behind Aaron Brown. I
just can't push that car.
Can't really push it, but I mean, we're working so far. So I mean, if he gets a fast break, he seems pretty fast even with no back end. So we'll see how that plays out. Maybe a little bit less weight, on the car.
Yeah.
So
the 2 Lukes side by side for the race lead right now. As Peters on the high side, Lafaro on the inside. Lafaro is going to take the lead into this corner. The outside got really stacked up there. All of a sudden, it's just gone way slower, unless they get a huge run. Oh, not a good push for Peters from Peter there. He was not square on the bumper, so they had to let off, and the inside has taken the lead. So now Luke Lafaro solidly in the lead with Malachi Drake all of a sudden 2nd place now. He's not going to want to finish there again 2 races in a row. Now Aaron Brown into 3rd. He stands a serious chance of winning this race now. I mean, any of these guys really do because it's Talladega, but if Aaron can win this race, that will make up a little bit from the stage points lost. Just got to keep that consistency, and he really could use another win on this season to really, really solidify that championship.
Yeah, I mean, both of them would be in a Super Speedway, but either way, a win's a win. So, I mean, doesn't matter what track it is.
Yeah, a win's a win.
Especially in the chase. I mean, really important for these points is Luke Lafaro. Right now in the racing, it looks like the bottom lane right now is the most... I feel like it's just kind of where everyone goes. If everyone goes bottom, that's going to be the most dominant lane. If everyone goes top, that's going to be the most dominant lane.
Yeah,
it's kind
pretty
of
groove.
Kind of leader's choice, to be honest. I mean, we saw they were side by side for a second as Aaron and Malachi almost...
these guys are loose.
Whoa. I don't know if these guys want to be pushing the middle of the corner.
These guys are really loose, and I think they could wreck soon. Where they're driving right now is just really loose and pretty sketchy. Is now Peter Kenny pops out of the draft. Sorry, Malachi. I keep getting confused over all the white cars. But here comes Malachi Drake to the outside of Luke Lafaro as Aaron goes with him. They're trying the high side, and I believe Malachi takes the lead as he has a huge momentum boost off the corner, and Aaron Brown going to try and get to his back bumper. So, big push from Zachary Thorne into the back bumper of Luke Lafaro keeps him alongside, and Luke Lafaro actually leads the lap. So the inside lane's pushing really well as now Eric Heater, I believe, still 3 wide for that fourth position. 3 lanes forming right now, so I don't think you can do 3 lanes at once. I don't think it can work. I mean, the Pro Series guys have done it before, but I mean, no offense to any of the competitors here, but we're not Pro Series.
And Luke Lafaro blocking Zachary Thorne's drone with a little bit of air. He has a pretty big gap. I mean, we saw this with the 2020 Daytona 500. Denny Hamlin had a huge gap to Ryan Blaney and Ryan Newman, and they really got up to only half a lap. So
almost a bit like I wouldn't say it's like 2011 like tandem drafting, but it's almost like that in a way because like
if you could
push well, you could just get all the way to the front from way back. It can gain so much.
Mike Rosero with no back end is in 4th place right now, so make it 3rd. So I mean, anything can happen here. Zachary Thorne looking for any drafting buddy here as Luke LaFaro is kind of just a sitting duck right now. Malachi Drake
Contact!
around!
Malachi Drake around. One car hard into the wall on the inside. Oh, several cars involved in that. I think. So
Peter Kenny around, no caution.
Malachi Drake spin, no caution. Peter Kenny and Malachi Drake both around. That's very odd that
Looks
there's
like
no caution for that.
Peter just tried to follow Malachi to the top side and just wasn't clear, obviously, and that's gonna separate the pack just a little bit. I'm not even a little bit. Kaplinger's in 11th right now, so he was looking to have a pretty solid day, but if he doesn't get a late race caution, it's going to be really bad for him. As
this hands advantage Aaron Brown.
Yeah, definitely advantage Aaron Brown. If Heater gets involved or something, and he can try to, Luke LaFaro leading the pack right now behind him, Luke Peters. But if Luke LaFaro gets involved or Eric Heater gets involved in something, then Aaron Brown can definitely. He has a 7-point lead, or no, 3-point lead coming into the race, so he has a little bit of a buffer. But he kind of lost that buffer in the stage. But if he can just stay even with Heater during these final few laps, if he just kind of just like keeps him in his sights, Heater can't be too far ahead, or he can try to pass Heater, kind of keep him behind.
Big push from Eric Heater to the back bumper of Michael Rosero, or should I say the non-existent back bumper of Michael Rosero. I said they shouldn't be pushing, but apparently I'm wrong, as I am about quite a lot of things in racing.
8 drivers, 8 cars in this pack as Michael Rosero goes high and left out to dry, but Benjamin Fanning, that 8 car in the pack,
goes with them.
I just haven't seen 2 cars working together on the top. As I think Michael Rosero just needs draft to make his car work. Like I think he might actually lose the draft right now. Because
that would be very unfortunate for him because he's one of the chase contenders as well. Don't forget, and he's a top driver. He's an LRL champion with 5-6 wins. Yeah, the Legend Series with 5-6 LRL wins to his name. So he's not a bad driver at all, and he could definitely be a threat potentially for a championship. However, his form throughout the season hasn't been the best, but it's been decent. He's not been the worst. So we'll see what happens in the chase. Anything can happen in the chase. It could be completely different.
Yeah, 3 out of the top 5 drivers are all chase drivers: Luke LaFaro, Eric Heater, and Aaron Brown, in that order. So we'll see how this plays out. Peter Kinney in the pit lane right now, and 15th Vincent Gucci about to get lapped pretty soon. I think he will definitely get lapped before the end of this race. So most of these drivers just need to hope for a caution, especially basically 8th on back, as Michael Rosero, like I said, lost the draft. Brock Packard working with in Washington right now in that one machine. Kepling working with basically no one. Yeah, everyone else is kind of just by themselves.
Yeah, Michael has completely lost the draft. He's out. He was digging in with Eric Heater, I guess, but Eric Heater must have been giving the world's best push because he's dropped way back. I don't know if he's lifting off the gas. It would be. I don't think he would do that. I think it's just this car just has too much aero damage.
I think he just had to be in the pack for it to work.
Yeah.
That damage is Aaron Brown. It's the inside of Zachary Thorne. And one rule that we haven't really talked about since we haven't really got involved in as Brendan Timon losing the pack right now for a second. I don't know if he'll be able to get back.
That's strange.
Yeah, a lot of these drivers losing the pack, and with 6 cars in total, I don't know. But one rule we haven't talked about is that you can go below the yellow line. Come to the checker on the trial. So
you can, and I think we're going to see drivers using that.
Yeah.
In Daytona, the pass occurred under the line after Nathan Joyner blocked Aaron all the way down. Aaron had to come back up the track and ended up with Latham getting turned around. Racing incident. Obviously, that's just super speedway racing, basically. And I think we could see something similar happen today, especially if there's a big wreck coming to the checkered. It'd be hard to do with 6 cars, but never say never on a super speedway. As much as people may think they're unpredictable, they could be predictable, but also extremely unpredictable at the same time. Expect the unexpected.
Yeah, predictably unpredicted.
Yeah, they're predictably unpredictable.
Yeah.
Or unpredictably predictable, I guess, would be a better one.
Exactly. And so far, we're just seeing single file racing. 5 laps to go. Single file pack right now. I wonder who's going to make the first move, because like in real life, it's a totally different package. And once you make that first move, you have to have someone behind you. It's not like you can just kind of in the old iRacing package, you can kind of like fall back a little bit and then surge by yourself. But with this package, you have to have a teammate or a buddy to help you. As Heater, you got to make the move. Side drafting. Luke Peters. Will everyone else follow him? Yes, they will. Aaron Brown follows him. Benjamin Fanning, will he follow him through? No, he won't. So Aaron Brown, Eric Heater, tandem drafting. This could be a kind of a 2011 type Talladega finish.
There was nearly contact between Peters, Aaron, and Heater all there. And Heater with a little bit of a run on the race leader, Luke Lafaro. He's not going to be able to do anything at the moment unless... now Aaron's going to go to the back of this train, I think. He's not going to be able to maintain that momentum. Maybe you know, in the previous package, maybe he would have had a chance, but I don't think he's going to have it. It's proven to be very realistic. Like, the same sort of traits of racing in the real life Cup Series races have been evident here, as I hear contact behind.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of... I would say it's a little bit more realistic as Mike Rosero dropped all the way back to 10th place.
Big shove from Eric Heater mid-corner to Luke Lafaro. Eric Heater, very aggressive pusher, as we know, and he can absolutely dig, but
3 laps
Peters with the draft off of both of them, staying right with them right now. Still 6 cars. This is looking like the ARCA race last year at Talladega, where it's just a 6-car pack, and then they only go in the last few laps.
I don't know whether they'll make the move. Like, it's just kind of just building up to something. And it could be nothing, but it could be crazy finish. I mean, we've seen both basically in LRL so far, so we'll see how this plays out. Coming to 2 laps to go this time by, and if they make it,
they're
going to
have to make a move now.
No cautions. I think these guys in the back are backing up and trying to make a move.
I think that could definitely be what they're doing too, but they got to be careful. If they drop too far back, they could drop out of the draft with this top 3. They got to be careful.
I think with a 3-car pack, you can, with a little bit of a gain, you can try. I think Benjamin Fanning might be hitting the brakes a little bit and trying to get Zachary Thorne to his bumper, and that's making Aaron Brown get to Zachary Thorne's bumper, trying to propel them up there. But it looks like he's backing off a little bit, and he's going to make a run here as he has a pretty good run.
Good run.
Lafaro. There he goes to the top side. Lafaro the fins.
Blocks.
As here comes everyone else.
All right, here comes Benjamin Fanning to the outside of Luke Peters. There's a little bit of blocking going on here.
Guys
gotta be careful. You can't get too aggressive. I know it's the last lap, but second to last lap. But you guys gotta be careful. You gotta not wreck each other, guys. So now big shove coming from Benjamin Fanning to the back of Eric Heater.
Lafaro loose, and 4-car tandem up the top.
Lafaro all the way down to 4th now.
Here comes Zachary Thorne.
Nearly 3 wide for the race.
White flag in the lead.
Can Zachary Thornton go back to back? He's in position to do that. Contact. There's going to be a lap car of Peter Kenny on the top side. He may get involved. I don't think so. Benjamin Fanning with a big lead out in front. Now, Luke Lafaro pushing Eric Heater down the backstretch for the final time here. Here comes the cavalry on Benjamin Fanning. He has to block Eric Heater right to the back bumper. Eric Heater swerving, dodging. Luke Lafaro to the outside now as they head into turn 3 for the final time. Still single file. Luke Lafaro just slots in right ahead of Luke Peters. Is Eric Heater going to make the move on Benjamin Fanning to win this thing? Here comes Lafaro.
He's going to hit Heater. He's got to run. Side drive, still contact. Here comes Aaron Brown.
The apron. Here comes Aaron Brown on the outside.
Is going to win, but who's going to get second? It's going to be Aaron Brown second. After a last lap move, what a finish, and Benjamin Fanning holds on for the win. Aaron Brown second, Eric Heater third. What a finish for Talladega in tonight's race. Wow.
Yeah, what a finish. Benjamin Fanning won that actually by quite a lot. That was kind of a strange finish, but they were just all racing each other for the second. And great finish for Aaron Brown, second place. He finished ahead of Eric Heater and definitely ahead of Eric Keplinger. That's going to really help him in points. Great win for Benjamin Fanning. I don't know if this is his first win in LRL. He's been very successful in other. He's been very successful in other leagues, and he's a quick driver, no doubt about it. And if this is his first win, even if it's not his first win, congratulations to Benjamin Fanning. That was a great victory. He played his cards right, used his aggressiveness, and a great block on Eric Heater. to win it. Great driving from him.
Yeah.
And Eric Heater obviously third, and Zachary Thornton fourth, right up there. So not bad back-to-back weeks. This is probably some of the best back-to-back weeks Zach's had in his LRL career. And Eric Heater, a decent run today in third, the most stage points. So he may actually outscore Aaron in this race. I believe he does. So that's still a great points day for Eric Heater, even if it's not if it's not the top spot or at least the second spot.
Wow,
Luke
what
Lafaro,
a finish.
Yeah, that was a great finish. Fantastic finish. As I believe Benjamin Fanning burns it down on the front stretch. Really cool burnouts from him. Kenyon Washington and Ofoto finished with Brock Packard gets 7th. It was a very close finish between them. Congratulations to Kenyon Washington on basically winning the second race.
Yeah.
Yes.
The pack really got separated by that Peter Kinney and Malachi Drake incident. I think that's really just basically the game changer for the second half of the race was that incident right there. Was kind of separated the pack with there being no caution. Benjamin Fanning gets it done here. What a move for him on the last stop. Let's take a replay of that one. He won it by a pretty good margin. Like I said, 3/10 over Aaron Brown. He had a really good block. I think Heater's momentum just kind of came to an end.
Sold out.
Yeah.
It was a clean block too. It's not like it was a dirty block or anything. Like you didn't put him under the wall to win it. That's for sure. Or force him below the yellow. Very aggressive racing at the end there. They were really more focused on getting second than trying to win the race. Like Heater definitely, if it was just a better push from Lafaro, or if they'd worked together a little bit better, like they could have potentially won, but they were squabbled over second, 3-4 wide almost, and finished for second. And Aaron Brown out of nowhere just takes that second spot. Great job from him.
Yeah, Heater had a big run from Luke Lafaro, and just didn't. I mean, Fanning had just perfect blocks. I think if Lafaro stayed behind Heater, he could have done something. And also, they kind of neck kill you right there. So that kind of sucks for Heater. But what a finish for tonight's race. We're just looking back at these final few moments coming to the line as Heater clips Lafaro into the grass, and Lafaro had to avoid that. And Aaron all the way from 5th to 2nd, I believe. I saw that.
Wow.
He was 5th to 2nd. Aaron, wow. Was in the right place at the right time, and Zachary Thornton almost got up to that 3rd place position. So, with this finish line being different, it definitely creates a lot of different racing, or not really racing, but a lot of different finishes. And
yeah, compared to Daytona, especially, it's like a lot can change in that final straightaway. Of course.
Yeah, and we're gonna be interviewing our top 3 finishers right now. Is Benjamin Fanning leading 2 laps, but I guess you could say the 2 most important laps.
Yeah, the 2 laps, or at least one of them being the one you want to lead.
So we'll pull him into the booth right now. Hello, Benjamin. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
So you finish first place here at Talladega, leading the last 2 laps, and you hold off with great blocks on the back straightaway. What was going through your mind heading on to the final few laps?
Well, so with about like 5 to go, I keyed up over the radio. There was a guy behind me that was Zachary Thornton. Through the race, I noticed that he was willing to help me out. Me and him worked sort of good together with pushes and whatnot. So we had a plan coming 2 to go. Off of turn 2, we were going to jump up there. And so with like 3 to go, I started backing up from the pack. We got attached coming out of turn 2. Jumped up. I think it was Luke Peters that threw a big old block on me there. Hopped up to the top around him. Heater went to the outside of Luke, stayed behind him, pushed him down the tri-oval. I guess he thought I was going to go below him, so he blocked low, and I just hung on his right rear, got a big side draft, and went up there. I think it was Thornton side drafting him. There's a lap car up there, so I got his draft and tried to walk away. Heater got to me. I threw a couple mean old blocks on him. And that was pretty much about it. I didn't really expect to come out here and win, but it was definitely the goal. So I'm pretty happy with that.
Anyone you're thinking for tonight's win?
Well, first off, I'd like to thank the greatest website in the world, TobyChristie.com. Go there for all your newest NASCAR news. Michael Carey Media is also pretty cool too, and I'd like to say hi to my grandpa back at home.
Yep, and congrats on your win here tonight at Talladega.
Thank you.
That was Benjamin Canning and the 96 machine. We're bringing in Aaron Brown, who was our points leader entering tonight's race, and I don't know the math there, but I don't think
I think they might be
anymore.
tied.
Yeah, I know. I don't even know. So we'll just bring him in right now. Hello, Aaron. You got a copy?
Yeah.
So you go from 5th to 2nd on the one straightaway. What were you thinking down that front straightaway, making that move?
Hoping that I would get it, or thinking that Heater and Luke would have wrecked each other there. That would have helped me. Definitely in the points. But that move just had to go to the top, had to make something work. The lowest I would have got there was a 6th, so it was either try to make a move and fall at the 6th, or just stay in 5th and try to do nothing. Which hopefully, luckily it worked out, and I went to the top and was able to get 2nd there.
Yeah, you had a unfortunate end the stage run. You got put in the wall there, or got turned in the wall. So you didn't get the stage points, but I think you guys are still pretty close on points. Within at least 5, at least.
So what did it? So I think I still in front of Keplinger there because he got in that wreck.
He had a really bad finish.
But he just finally gonna take the points lead away from me. So
Yeah. And,
yeah.
Anyone to thank for tonight's 2nd place run?
I gotta thank Eric Heater, Luke Afaro, Luke Peters, pretty much everyone, because we're all in the same group, voice chat every race. But I gotta thank you for putting this on and broadcasting. I gotta thank Wolfgang as well for broadcasting.
Thank you.
I think everyone for a good fun race, and hopefully we can do better at Charlotte.
Yep, and we'll see you next week at Charlotte Motor Speedway.
Thank you.
That was Brown. You're bringing Eric Heater, who finished 3rd, but I believe had the most laps led, so we'll get an extra bonus point for that, and also the stage win. Hello, Heater. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
You get the stage win and lead the most laps here tonight, but come up short after Benjamin blocks pretty good on the back straightaway. Anything you could have maybe done differently on that final lap?
I could have probably moved a bit more aggressively, but I didn't want it to end up where he blocks me so hard that it just wrecks the both of us. So I was just kind of trying to avoid that situation completely. I mean, first of all, I really have to apologize to Malachi and all those guys who got caught up in that. I think it was like Zachary or something who was in the middle, and I was pushing Malachi really hard. I was hoping he was going to go to his outside, but he kind of moved more suddenly than I thought he was going to, and I just kind of got into him. And even lifting, I couldn't really get off of him. So, I mean, I just got to apologize to all those guys who got caught up there. And then, of course, they didn't get a yellow, so it's just salt on the wound, I guess. So, again, huge apologies. But other than that, I felt like once he got those blocks done, I wasn't going to be able to get back to him. So I just kind of tried to back up to Luke, and I was hoping he was going to push me. But he did go to the inside, and then it was just like a swarm of cars basically going around us. And I somehow was able to hold on to 3rd, which I guess that's good enough. I felt like if I didn't make that checkup move, I was probably going to get passed by either Luke or someone else. Anyway, yeah, I mean, Aaron didn't get any stage points, so hopefully that's good enough to put me into the lead for the chase. Definitely a better race than I thought I was going to have for sure. But hopefully we can just keep this momentum going and get some good top 3 runs for the rest of the chase here.
Yep. Anyone else you want to thank for tonight's 3rd place finish?
Yeah, everyone who worked together to get the top going there for a while. It was just a lot easier to go around and not have wrecks happening all the time. So we were able to get single file, and I was able to get some laps led as well. So that's pretty nice.
Yep, and that's on your third place finish. Obviously,
Yep, thank you.
does Eric Keeter. The 28 machine. That's going to round out our interviews for tonight. We'll take a quick look at our finishing results. Yep, here are your results. Benjamin Fanning obviously winning in the club of Texas. Yep, and Aaron Brown second, Eric Keeter third, Zachary fourth, Luke Peter fifth, Luke Lafaro sixth, Kenyon Washington seventh, Brock Packard Simon ninth, and Michael Rosero. So a lot of playoff drivers kind of just thrown on the darts everywhere, just like popped. Basically,
Yeah.
second, third, sixth, 10th. Who else? I think that's it, right? Yeah. Kind of just random. Like, I mean, that's how Talladega is gonna be. So, kind of just randomly thrown on there. The rest of your results: Joseph Magan, no playoff driver; Keplinger, no playoff driver; Vincent Gucci. So a lot of people having a lot of bad days, and Hayden Low finishing dead last. That's
Not good for him.
Yeah, it's not good for him. I don't know how many points exactly. Definitely not good. So he's got to claw his way up from Talladega. But with Charlotte and Homestead the next few races, I feel like compared to Talladega, it's a lot more of a skill tracks.
Yeah.
So I think we won't have this randomness like we've seen today, like really bad drivers. Not really bad, but like
Yeah, that's a little harsh.
That's all I was trying to say. But like drivers doing really, really bad. Like
Chase Driver's doing really bad, yeah.
But
it's not going to be as random. It's definitely going to
Yeah.
show. I think the cream is going to rise to the top more so than it would at Talladega.
to be
Not
honest-
again. No offense to anyone here at Talladega, but it's definitely more of a luck track than.
to be honest, it wasn't really. I don't know. There wasn't like a lot of random drivers up. Most of the race, like Hito led the most laps, and Keplinger led like 10 laps. The other, I don't know, but 4 cautions in total. 10 different lead changes, which is actually less than like. I was actually part of one of the lowest this season.
Just very
Kind of
strange
surprising.
considering it's
Yeah, I
a
don't know.
super speedway.
Yeah, I was just like kind of random super speedway racing. So we'll see you guys next week at Charlotte. The second race in the Chase 80 laps. We'll see you guys there.